Oh, hi! Welcome to Sailor Sea Ceramic Studio. My name is Rachel, and I'm going to show you how to make handles. I'm going to water pull some handles today, and then I'm going to attach some handles to my mug. So right here, I'm wedging up some clay. I have this lovely recycled clay. I actually really love recycled clay to make handles with. I find it's more elastic and pulls better. So I'm just gonna wedge this up real quick, and then I'm gonna water pull some handles. So here, I've got my bucket of water, a butter knife, but you can also use a fettling knife or some other sort of sharpish tool. I've got these really old school scoring tools and a paintbrush to help me make the slip on the mug. So I'm going to start by banging my clay into a cone shape so I can pull it easier. So I'm rotating the clay and banging it on this plaster surface. Recently, I've been pulling really long handles because it's fun, and I can. So, I bring the water up to meet the clay, and really gently, I'll use my hand like an extruder to smooth it out. I can make a circle with my thumb and forefinger. And at the end, I'm very gentle to lighten my grip. So I'm going down and I'm releasing. I can also use my thumb to flatten and make a groove. When I've got a nice handle-like shape, I like to cut off extra so I can put it into a handle shape and press it down with my fingers. Can you see that? There's my handle. So let's say if I want to make a thicker handle, I can use my palm and my fingers to make a nice, wide, thick handle. That's a nice one. Same thing, cut off some extra. Into handle shape and press it down. So this way it can set up for a while. Depending on how wet the clay is, these might take an hour or two to dry, or maybe a day. If you leave them wrapped up overnight, they might be okay the next day, but they also might not be. Handles dry very quick. I like to use them when they're a little bit more malleable. So over here, wrapped in plastic, what do I have? Woo! So here I have a bunch of mugs, which I threw the bottoms pretty thin so I don't have to trim them. But they do need to be refined a little bit. Okay. Let's find a good handle for that mug. So over here I have a whole tray of handles that I've been setting up. I threw them yesterday, but the clay was very wet. So here we've got a cute little handle, and I can see that looking really nice there. So I like to hold up my handle and see how it looks, especially when I have all these choices. And I'll slice off that extra clay. If my mug is at an angle, for whatever reason, I'll try to cut my handle at the same angle of the mug, but these are pretty straight up and down, which makes life easy. And I still want to be pretty gentle with this. As you can see, it's pretty malleable. I like to attach my handles when they're still pretty wet and they're at that really nice springy elastic stage. Tell me when.
Yep.
What's funny about this mug is I stamped work of art into all of them, but I stamped it upside down on this mug. So then, let's see, I'll outline where I want to attach my handle with a scoring tool, nice and light. I'll also double check and make sure that it's on there straight. Sometimes I think my head is attached crooked. Everything ends up at a jaunty angle. Then next, I just like to use a needle tool for slip and scoring. I'm not that fancy, but we do have this fancy thing. See, the ones that are kind of grouped, I never think they go deep enough. You see, I just feel like these little marks are too shallow to really marry the clay in the long run. Probably a buff color. Just gonna make some slip on the mug with some water and a little additional scoring. Very gently press the handle in, supporting it from the inside. smoothing that seam. And then I'll take a minute and I'll look at my handle and I'll say, oh, that needs some lift. And this is why it's nice to do it when it's still kind of wet, because I can move it around. The other thing, I try not to have my handle go past the lip so that way the mug can still be turned upside down to dry or something. I'll get in that seam. And then sometimes, you know, after I attach the handles, I'll cover these and let them dry slowly, so that way the clay can all equalize and become homogeneous. And I'll go back and check all the handles for cracks, and I'll go back in and buff out the cracks if I start to see any cracking. So even after I attach the handle, I'm not finished with this. I will continue checking on it and thinking about it, making sure that it's drying well. Let's make sure I put that on straight. Maybe I'll smooth that into the body of the mug so I don't have any sharp edges. There you go. What do you guys think? Thanks for watching.